Hello, beautiful Capricorn. Welcome to your reading. If you're new here, I'm Divine Light, and I'm so happy you joined me here today. In this reading, we will dive into the energies of your next 2 years with a general overview, and I will mention what's the specification of that, why is that special. And we're going to start out with your coffee cup, then move on to your tarot and oracle. We're going to pull an angel that will be supporting you during this journey. And by the way, if you go on to enjoy this reading, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe that we can continue to grow and shine together. Let's start out with your coffee cup and let me mention why is it so important, what's happening. I don't know if you've been following because I recently realized when I was talking about this thing, I was inspired by another tarot reader. He was actually doing this Saturn and Neptune going in Aries, which is the action, the movement, the intuition guiding you towards the right direction. Neptune is the planet of intuitive guidance. I see tears of joy coming right away. The timeline is starting from actually this May. It already started. You may already start seeing changes, okay? Aries is a fast energy, leadership energy, movement, action energy. Saturn is practical application of your plans, practical action. So the thing is, this energy started, they're both going into Aries. They start going into Aries, and in the February 2026, they're going to be 0 degrees, so it's going to be amplified, all the effects of it. So if you have any desires, okay, it can be even a lottery event. It doesn't have to be always like launching a business that you can plan out. If you are actually if you have read the book of the Silva Method, Mind Control, he even explains there how he actually won the lottery a couple times. Okay, and so you can even find a way mentally to create that scene, create that reality for you. But the thing is, though, with the Saturn's energy, it requires planning. Okay, it requires intention. With the Neptune, that requires you following your intuitive guidance, going out there and buying the lottery ticket. Okay, so this can be applicable to everything because lottery is a different thing for everyone. Maybe in your position, lottery is finding the true love of your life that you can really share your life together, be it forever happy, joyful, and even maybe grow a business, grow children together, doing something active. This energy is going to activate all of that. And I see here, you can see the tree. There's a heart growing inside of a tree, like a heart-shaped tree growing right there. There's some isolated idea that you have. Maybe this is something coming to you. You keep pushing to the side, saying oh, it doesn't really mean anything to me. This can be coming up an inspiration, a new hobby that you keep desiring to do something, but you're not following up. It can be something like that as well. Some of you have the specific idea already, and you're standing as the magician right there with your magic wand right next to it. So this is going to require some action taking, okay? And you might be thinking, oh, I'm too old or too young or too late, whatever the twos are you're having. These two planets are telling you, just put them on the side. They don't apply. In this timeline, they don't apply. Okay, so what happens is when you go after it, this is going to be a magic touch that you're going to just put onto the energy, like when you pour your intention into it, it is going to start moving here. I even see a person with a skull. You can see, kind of reminds me the Hamlet, actually. Skull usually reminds me of the death card and new beginning. And in your case, this kind of reminds me of talking to the dead. Okay, talking to the dead doesn't have to be talking to literally going to the cemetery. It can mean I'm looking at the judgment card. I don't know why is it open here. It can mean talking to the people who have passed, but they have the information for you, okay? This can be Napoleon Hill. This can be Andrew Carnegie, which he has actually How to Win Friends. There's an amazing book that I have read when I was in middle school. I remember I was having a really hard time with my friends. They were really different. I moved from a different city. And that book, that guy, Andrew Carnegie, reached out from the past and changed my friendships. Okay, so it is going to be something like that. I'm feeling you're going to get that divine touch of someone who left a gem in the past for you. It seems like the timeline starting here for we're looking into next 2 years. This can be February 20 20th, 2026, that is going to, the wheel of fortune starts to turn. You're getting the magic touch. But until then, now we have September, October, November, and December. You have 4 months actually, because it is going to have the effects on January as well. 4 months to start contemplating and planning and visualizing, okay? Becoming intentional with your desire. And it seems like here, there's also a swan right there. For some of you, maybe even when you go back there. And another thing, like when I see that Maya Angelou actually popped in my head, I keep seeing her videos. I love her teaching. And she's someone who actually speaks from the past as well when you see the videos. And she always says, like, loving your, like, Louis Hay says that loving yourself is important, and she says trusting yourself, okay? Trusting, being honest with yourself, being true to yourself. And I feel like here some of you are tapping into that energy as well. That's why the swan here appearing. Swans, I don't know if you ever watched them. Swans actually mate for life. They have this beautiful aligned dance together. So it seems like for some of you there's even new love coming in. Maybe you already have a relationship and there's like, oh, you're falling apart. Maybe you're not really aligning purposefully. The purpose, like you're all looking in different directions. It can be even getting on the same page and maybe trying to do some activities and that you will both actually connect, rebond, okay? The swan energy is a reminder of that. And this action is very important here. Another thing very important for you is this, listening to your intuitive guidance, the gut feeling. And the gut feeling, Capricorn, my sister is one, and I know that she doesn't like to do anything out of the pocket. She's very organized and disciplined, and also like she likes to know what's going to happen 2 days before, 3 days before. She doesn't like, okay, let's go, surprises. The thing is though, sometimes she does listen to her gut feeling and intuition. Something calls her and she follows it. The thing is, that's when she starts to meet with the right people, get offers, financial supports, and all that good stuff. Okay, so I feel here this is going to be required to follow during this next 2 years, especially whatever your goal is in your mind that you want at the end of the day, or maybe you only want peace, and that peace might be, you might not be having it because of your neighbors, and something is calling you to go check out a certain apartment or a certain home in your next town neighborhood. So go ahead and do that, because that's going to lead you towards that aligned, that swan alignment, basically, okay, that perfect environment. I see here towards the end of the first year, there's a bird, a massive bird, kind of reminds me of a peacock head as well. This can be your, actually, like you showing off something, okay? Your skill. This might be something that you're working on, an art project, a portfolio, whatever it is in your hand. You're going to become really like, maybe people are going to come to see you, okay? Here, I see 2 legs right here. There's a man in between there. Legs can be you standing on both feet. You might be standing on your both feet at this moment with everything happening in your life, but this is, I feel like here, this is a different project that you're starting and taking action towards it, and it's standing on its both feet. And now I'm thinking my sister, what she does, she's a Capricorn, that's why I like to incorporate her stuff in here too. She started doing ceramics 2 years ago, and this can be her ceramic, like a gallery. She's actually displaying her stuff in a gallery. Okay, it can be something like that for her. And for you, maybe you are going to start something new this year. And at the end of it, you're going to be displaying that to the people. You're going to be selling your stuff. Or if this is maybe in your new workplace that you're starting, you're going to be creating amazing work that you're going to have something to show, something to ask for a raise, ask for a promotion. Okay. And what happens is afterwards, I see clean, clear paper. If this is a contract, some of you getting that thumbs up, that approval, that check mark on the contract. And this is going to actually affect the whole year round. Maybe new pathways are going to be opening for you. I know this is for a long-term, a short explanation. However, I see like a couple mountains appearing. So you might even set off to new, but chosen adventures. These are not like life struggles. These are going to be your chosen intentional adventures that are going to be setting off to. Another thing I see here is a person appearing which has the horns right there, the devil energy I feel here, Capricorn. But the devil doesn't always mean something super negative. Devil is locked into the final result, which Capricorn, actually, the devil represented by Capricorn. So this is your energy, and I like to interpret it in a positive way. And I see there's an angel sitting right next to you. What happens is, first, when you start getting results out of one action, this can be something materially satisfying you, emotional satisfaction, maybe all of the above, you're going to lock yourself into that thing, that action that you're doing, or that cause, whatever it is that you're following. And angels are supporting you, and you're going to keep pursuing that. What's the benefit of that? You can see the baby elephant right here. This can even be something that is also bring material satisfaction at the end of the day, long-term stability. You might be asking, if this is a relationship, how is it going to have material satisfaction in it? This can be even creating a business with your loved one, or maybe the person already has it that you're going to be taken care of here. You're going to be supported fully, okay? Let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, and intention, hold it in your mind. It's crowded, guys. It's crowded. Your desire coming really fast. And I feel like here, this desire is not going to take 2 years. But the crowd is going to be surrounding you. I see in the heart here, there's a sign of Libra. Libra represents balance. Libra represents the Themis, the justice, the god of justice. And her eyes are not really blindfolded in this one here. This is not the original tarot, but in the original tarot, she's not blindfolded. She's seeing what's right, and she's actually making her judgments with that. If you have any legal issues, it seems like it is going to be very just. The justice will be served. And I see someone here, maybe even like feeling forlorn. Maybe feeling like a little bit, what's the word? Sorrow and sour. Sour is the key here, okay? Because they're not going to get what is meant for you, which is a good thing, because it means that the justice will be on your side. And someone might be really upset about that, turn their back towards you, but I feel like it's not going to affect you, because I see many, again, tears of joy coming in, because this might be someone who already have taken out of whatever is meant for you, that they maybe reach to what is meant for you already and taken some part of it. Let's see. This is going to be your archetype, okay? We're going to pull 2 archetypes here. We're going to see where you are and where you're heading. And these are usually, for me at least, and I see from the other signs in the comments, very on point. Let's see where you are at this moment. And don't forget to comment down below if this one resonates. The kiss actually came with Virgo energy in the same position. If you have Virgo in your chart, go ahead and watch that one as well. The kiss is enjoyment now. You're enjoying something, okay? It can be romance. It can be enjoying yourself with someone compatible with you. Or in this present timeline, you're going to start to enjoy something that you have already created, okay? And this is where you are. So I feel like this is where you are, and you're in a very good position right now, okay? This is something that you are one of your manifestations already. And if it doesn't really show up yet, it is almost there. But I want to see what's going to be happening within the 2 years. I said too many times, the judge, the judgment, the justice, and the judge is coming in here. And the skull right there that I saw in the cup. Wow, there's an eye watching. Someone's asking, the judge actually just intervening. So it seems like here, I feel like you're going to have like a higher position. Okay, now you're enjoying what you're creating. You have like maybe in the honeymoon phase of something. And but within 2 years, you're going to be in a position of power, okay? Diplomat, advocate. I love that. Maybe you're the beginner of something. You're entering into an organization as a beginner. You're enjoying your beginner status now, learning as much as you can. But in 2 years, you're going to be the one leading the organization, okay? and you're going to be taking right action. There's going to be a lot of compassion involved. So this can be also charity work that you're doing. The Judge has an incredibly important job. They work every waking hour of every day, helping us discern what is safe, true, and just. When this archetype remains unconscious or is captivated by fear, wise discernment turns into painful judgment of self and others. So that's what you need to become aware during these 2 years, okay? You're going to be in a very powerful position. This can be the judgment maker of the family or your organization or your community. But the thing is, if you actually go into the self-criticizing and maybe not trusting that you deserve this, you might go back into yourself and maybe even bring yourself down with this kind of thoughts. And let me tell you something, because you're going to be in a very powerful position. You're not going to get to have the chance to do that. Okay? You're going to be a leader. You're going to be a guidance. You're going to be the judgment maker and the decision maker. So you need to be really working on that with this 2 years and let go of any doubts, anything creeping into you and telling you, oh, you cannot do that. You don't deserve it. Whatever it is that sound, you need to work with it. If anybody around you doing that, it's your job to raise your hand up to them and tell them, I know what I'm doing. Okay? Let's see what the tarot holds for you. We have Ace of Swords. The kiss is maybe even a new idea coming to you. Maybe already came to you as an inspiration, but you pushed it on the side. I always write down the inspiration comes to me, but most of the time I do my own thing. And they are left out. But the thing is, though, this is something that's stuck with you, okay? You can just see it that way. Seven of Cups is, now it makes it clear this came along in a moment of confusion and a lot of ideas flow at the same time, or a lot of people came to you and told you some same things, and you picked one. You picked one thing that actually stuck with you. And Queen of Swords indicates that now it's time to pull up that idea and start executing it, okay? Because you have it in your mind. Something just stick like a bubble gum into your mind, and it's just being there, you're trying to remove it. You know that it's so hard to remove bubble gum, and it's right there. This can be an inspiration, this can be an idea, this can be talking with a certain person. It doesn't have to be specifically the idea to invent, flying balloons. It doesn't have to be that. It can be something very simple, even calling up someone, which is going to affect this judge moment, okay? And what's coming in this moment is when you actually start to execute the idea, love the idea with the kiss and nurture it, it's going to be a new beginning for you. The Fool is a new beginning, starting anew and stepping into the unknown. And this is also not going to be something that you don't know about, even though the Fool looks like he's actually starting a journey, but he's actually been there. He has been in this journey before, so this is something that you already know how to execute. 10 of Pentacles, wow, is your support flowing coming forward. If this thing requires any financial things, any financial support, and this can even be getting supported by a wealthy organization, a person, or someone who has like a financial support in their pocket. They're going to be putting all the support behind you. And the best part of it is it's not going to be something that you put some like financial support into it, but nothing comes back out of it. This is something which will have material satisfaction at the end of the day for you and for the others as well. But the first card is the Fool, starting anew, taking a leap of faith, stepping into the unknown and doing something outside of your comfort zone, okay? And when we see in the original tarot with the Fool, he actually has, I don't know if I can find it like that, no. So he has a dog, a beautiful companion with him. So the companion probably has been with him for the second journey, the third journey, and supporting him. This can be the 10 of Pentacles that's showing up. That's the person coming to support you. And they are actually in this game for together. They're taking care of the things together. This can be also a Capricorn or a Taurus or a Virgo as a friend coming in to support you. And you might not really have clarity in the future, not in the future, in the present, for how to handle the situation, even though you have the financial support, because the moon indicates, okay, this is good. Moon symbolizes darkness, not having clarity, not knowing where to go. But the thing is, though, Page of Pentacles is a slow energy, first of all, planning energy, stepping into, like, putting your feet on the ground very carefully, very knowingly. So what you're going to be doing here is intuitive guidance. Neptune is going to increase that already. You're going to start planning things out and stepping into things one thing at a time. You can do 3 simple things every day. It doesn't have to be doing 1,000 things in one day, okay? I was actually listening to Brian Tracy, and he says, ask yourself, how can I improve my efforts 1% every day? And if you do that, he says it's going to be like this many percent that he calculates it in 1 year. And he says, like, many people actually increase their income and increase their work business in 10 years to the millions by doing this method. So it seems like here, even if you don't know where you're going, when you move towards it one step at a time, you will get there. What the future holds is 4 of Wands. That's it. That's the completion. That's the finish cycle. That's the finish sign that we see. Also, not only that, you see that the phoenix burning down the forest here. And there's actually someone trying to calm it down. This is going to reignite new passions within you, okay? So you're not going to be stagnant, staying in the same place after you achieve accomplishment. You're going to be moving forward, handling other things, going after other passions you have. For some of you, we have the Judge here. With the Hamlet, the skull actually shows up too. So you're going to be taking care of other businesses, maybe helping people, maybe helping children. That can be the situation. Like, it's not going to stay where it is. This is going to be something really unlocking, bringing you the financial, maybe even support that you need, so you can do the other things that you want to do. The 4 of Wands energy has a lot of passion, so I don't want to bypass that. This means that you might even have the chance to follow other passions of yours, pour into it, invest into them, okay? Another thing with that is there's going to be a celebration happening. For some of you, this can be a wedding. Maybe you're in a relationship that you know what you want, but you have too many options, but you need clarity in order to get to the final result. And a judge can be the person who's actually going to help you sign the paperwork. Another thing here, this can also be a divorce, because I see the Judge here now. Maybe you're breaking from someone, but first you need to stand very strong on your both feet. And this can be your celebration party. And I see Page of Cups here, new love, new appreciation, new passions, I feel like this is emotional satisfaction coming in. Someone might be coming with the Page of Cups, a very innocent love, and represent you something that you will really feel satisfied, trusting, and it's going to be helping. And we have 5 of Cups here. What's going to happen here is when this person comes up, maybe they're 5 of Cups indicates that there are 3 cups spilled, there were poison inside of it, this green juices, red juices inside of it, and behind you there are 2 cups that you're ignoring. This person shows up like you have 2 gains already that you're not seeing, you're not looking at them. If you can't look at them, you're going to see the bridge across the river, so you can cross and go to your castle, enjoy that castle, okay? But the thing is, though, you're not doing that. You're not enjoying that cups. And I feel like here you're going to be able to. You see, these are poison. This is not meant for you. You're looking at that, but you have already gains. And there's a castle across the bridge that if you can cross it, you're going to get there. You're going to enjoy the castle. So when this new love comes in, maybe you're going to say, oh, this is so small, or this is not big enough. But the thing, that might be the 5 of Cups energy in the future. You might, within this next 2 years, you might feel like, oh, it's not enough. I want more, which is a human program like that we are programmed to ask for more, because if we feel like we don't expand, we don't grow. But the thing is, though, this is actually not the case. Ace of Pentacles is a new material satisfactory beginning. This can be actually because these cups spilled, so they're actually pushing you towards exploring a new area. Okay, maybe new financial area, new educational area, expanding your knowledge, expanding your vision, coming up with a higher idea. That's why you might not maybe get those three things. When you look into your past, you can find those kind of sceneries, moments, and memories that there are things that you passionately wanted. Maybe you passionately wanted to be with a certain person. It didn't work out. And 3 years later, you see that, oh, it wasn't even meant for you. Your pathways actually end up in very different places. Or maybe there's a certain company that you wanted to work and it end up being like in a very bad list that you don't even want your name on there. You don't want them on your resume. Okay, so it can be something like that, and it seems like it is even leading you towards Ace of Pentacles, something that is going to be materially satisfying you at the end of the day. I'm going to pull your angel now, okay, because we need angelic assistance. You have the Archangel Haniel with the Hope. It's a beautiful bright red energy. The bright red is our root chakra, which grounds us to the planet Earth, helps us actually connect with the material satisfaction, material energies, good food, money, and all the good gems that we can connect to, pull, ask for them to come to us. You can use Archangel Haniel's energy here whenever you feel like something is lacking, you want material satisfaction, or maybe even emotional things to come into your life. Haniel can bring hope in that moment and turn your thoughts from despair to hope. And the more you are in the hope energy, the easier you attract the things, because hope is expectancy, knowing that this is actually, I've sent the prayer out, the universe, the God is going to send a response back. But when you're in despair is like a negative energy. Think of it like an account balance. You're in the negative, that's a despair energy. And you're not really putting anything out there then. Okay? So even if you're putting anything out there, it's a zero, minus level. When you call upon the Archangel Haniel, it's going to be a higher energy. It's going to be higher on the hope energy. And you can look into some things and David Hawkins' energy scale where the hope lies, okay? The point. All right, my beautiful, that's all for today. I would like to thank you for joining me here, and I will wish you a magical day. Bye. Hey, beautiful, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel.